We will begin practice today on all fours, tabletop. Guide your wrist under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers out nice and wide and grip into the finger pads, creating that white-like color, like you're gripping a basketball. Nice flat back. I will give you a side view here. Draw your navel to spine. Gaze down your nose. Let breath guide your movement. As you inhale, hammock the belly. Point your tailbone up, gaze up. Broaden through your lower back. Shine your heart forward and press your palms down and isometrically towards your knees. On your exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. Dome through the shoulders. Tuck your tailbone in and isometrically press your wrists or your palms down and away from your knees. Activating the arms. Breath to movement, breath leads the way. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone up. Exhale, tailbone tucks in, chin into chest. One more time, inhale and exhale. Inhale to a neutral spine. Tabletop. Place your hands a palm print in front of where they're at. Tuck your toes and send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. An inverted V shape with your body. Every body is different. Every practice is different. Just remember that in yoga, it's not about you reaching a certain ideal of a pose, but about the pose fitting your body. As I cue, please just do as what feels comfortable in your body, never forcing anything. Gaze at your feet. Your feet are hip-width distance. Imagine 2 fists between the inner arches. Soft bend in the knees. Point your tailbone up to the sky. Press your torso towards your thighs. Actively press through the L-shaped pointer and thumb of your palms. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Pause here for a full round of breath. I will rotate forward. Gaze forward to the top of your mat. Take small steps forward to meet your wrists. Again, 2 fists between your inner arches. That's a great gauge for hip width distance. Take a soft bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or bricks. A nice flat back here. Pause for a couple of rounds as you lengthen your crown forward and your tailbone back. Tone through the belly. Exhale, fold. Ragdoll up, chin into chest. Nice and slow. Feel each and every vertebra rebuild. As you rise up, your head is the last to rise. Inhale, reach up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And exhale, hinge forward with a flat back. Tone through the belly to support your low back. Hinge all the way down. Breathe here. And slowly curl up, notch by notch. Ragdoll it up. Inhale, reach up. One more time. Exhale as you hinge at your hips, flat back, all the way down. Soft bend in the knees. Ragdoll it up, nice and slow. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sit your hips back, arms forward. Chair pose, much like you're about to jump off. Take a nice jump forward, but you're sitting into your chair. You should be able to see all 10 toes beneath your knees. I'll give you a side view here. So a slight point of the tailbone down. Draw the navel in and up. Send the hips back. And you can take biceps by ears. You can cactus your arms. Open up the heart and shoulder blades kiss behind you. Choose your arm variation. Take one more full cycle of breath here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep your arms back behind you. Sit into your chair. Inhale up. Exhale, pulse. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise up to a seat. Exhale, hands to heart. Ground into your left foot. Feel the four corners of your foot ground into the earth for stability, softly gripping with the toes. Lift your right knee up in front of you. Find your balance. Yes, you can. If that's not accessible to you, tap your toe in front of you. Slowly, if your leg is lifted, step right foot back behind you. Ground right leg into the earth for a low lunge. Check in that your right, or your left knee rather, is stacking on top of the ankle. Draw the navel in and up. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Breathe out, cactus your arms. Send your hips forward and deepen into the low body. Inhale, press into that front heel as you reach your arms up. Exhale, pulse. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, pulse. Inhale up. On your exhale, hands frame your foot. Tuck your back toes and step your left foot back to meet your right. Into plank pose. Lower your knees to the mat if you want more support. Otherwise, squeeze muscle to bone, shoulders over wrists. Heels on top of toes, gaze back to check in. Send your hips up, down dog. Inhale to plank. Roll forward your body like a wave in the ocean. Exhale, down dog. Gaze forward, journey forward, small steps behind your wrists. Feet are hip width distance, soft bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Lead with your heart, nice flat back. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Other side, root your right foot into the earth. Start to float your left knee up. Again, tap the toe if that's not feeling good for you today. If your knee is lifted, wherever you are at, begin to walk that foot back or float it. Woo! Float it back behind you and ground left knee into the earth. You can keep your back toes tucked or you can flatten the toes to the earth. Check in with your alignment. That front knee is on top of the ankle. Hips are nice and level. Inhale, reach your arms up, sweep them up. Exhale, cactus, deepen into the hips. You should feel something in your left hip flexor. Exhale, press into the front heel, rise, reach up. Exhale, deepen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, hands frame your foot, step back into plank. Your variation, breathe here. On your exhale, send your hips back, down dog. One more time, inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, take it back. Gaze forward, journey forward to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach for opposite elbows, bend deeply into your knees, ragdoll it out. Soften through your neck, sway from your hips. Find your bliss, close your eyes. And release your arms. Step your left foot back behind you. Keep your back heel stacked on top of your toes. Check in that your right knee is on top of your ankle. Fire up through your back leg. Find stability in your low body. Walk your hands up to your front knee. Inhale, reach up for a high lunge. Exhale, deepen into your hips. Fire up through that back leg. Inhale, sweep your right arm back behind you. Exhale, sweep it forward. And then ground left hand into the earth as you sweep your right arm up to the sky. And you can place a block under your left hand. Just check in that your arms stack on top of one another, creating a long line of energy. I will move to show you a side view, but you stay exactly where you're at. right. And sweep it up. Twisting at the belly, gaze up at your hand. Exhale, release your hand to the earth. Step back into plank. Exhale, down dog. Gaze forward. Journey forward to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Other side, step your left foot back behind you. Other side. Step your right foot back behind you, rather. Keep the back heel stacked on top of your toes. Scissor hug your thighs. Walk your hands up to your knee and then reach both arms up. Nice active low body. Draw your navel in and up. Pinkies rotate in. Exhale, cactus. Breathe it in, reach up. On your exhale, sweep your left arm back behind you for a twist. Right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, left or right arm, right hand into the earth. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Left thumb hovers above your nose. On your exhale, ground your left palm down. Step your foot back into plank. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, stretch your right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Shoulders are pointing forward. Palms pointing forward. Fingertips forward. Level through your hips. Gaze at your hips. Make sure your toes, right toes are pointing down. Lift that hip up just a little bit so that it's even with your left. Inhale your knee forward. Lower right knee behind right wrist. Ground your back leg down to the earth. Gaze back. Make sure that left leg is in line with your hip. If it's flared out, bring it back in. Both hips point forward. Breathe in, nice and proud. Shoulders kiss behind you. Exhale, walk your hands forward. If you're feeling any sensitivity in your right knee, you can roll over to your back. I'll show you that variation. For thread the needle, right knee on top of left, or right ankle on top of left knee. Float the left shin up parallel to the earth. Interlace your hands behind your knee. Breathe here, be here. We'll be in our half pigeon pose for 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale, slowly rise up. Tuck your back toes. Sweep your right heel up and over. Option to bend at the knee, roll it out, shake it out, open up through your hips. And right foot meets left. Bend into one knee and then the other, paddle through your feet. Inhale, lift your left leg high for three-legged dog. Left toes point down. Level through your hips, gaze up. And guide left knee forward. Ground your right leg into the earth. Walk your hands back. Make your minor adjustments here. Right leg is in line with your hip. Squeeze your thighs together. Breathe in. Nice long spine. Breathe out. Walk it forward. Just notice if your mind has wandered. Come back to your breath. The aim here is not to ignore these thoughts that filter in. It's just our monkey mind going to work. But just observe what's happening and use that opportunity to come back to your breath, strengthening your mindfulness muscles. Slowly rise wherever you are. Tuck your back toes and lift your left leg up and over. Bend at the knee, roll it out, shake it out. And come back to down dog. Ground your knees to the earth, nice and slow. Walk your hands back, come to a seated position. Sweep your feet around. Extend your legs forward, reach your arms forward, breathe in. Breathe out, slowly lower notch by notch. Draw your knees into your heart. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give you a side view. Curl up into a ball. And ground your low back into the mat. Feel the sacrum, that flat bone at the base of your spine. Ground. And then make small circles with your knees. Massaging and giving some love to your low back. And take it to the other direction. Widen through the knees. Reach for the outer edges of your feet or peace finger your big toes. Keep your low back grounded for happy baby as you enjoy the dynamic movement of kicking into your hands, pulling on your feet. Notice what happens in your hips. Rock side to side, and maybe the corners of your mouth curl up. One more full cycle of breath. Nice deep inhale. Cleansing, long exhale. Draw your knees into your heart, chin into chest, curl up into a ball. Squeeze muscle to bone and take a full breath in through your nose. On your exhale, release everything to your mat, to the earth. Take up space. Close your eyes. Feel your body ground into the mat. Soften the space between your brows. Relax through your ears and your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax through your hips. Soften the legs all the way to your ankles and toes. As you surrender to your well-deserved Shavasana, you are welcome to stay here for as long as you would like in this meditative state, absorbing all the benefits of your practice today. Much like hitting save on a document,